A few actors have worked on multiple Ninja Turtles projects over the years, like Robbie Rist. Robbie voiced Michelangelo in all three of the 90s live-action movies and Mondo Gecko in the 2012 TMNT show decades later. And Rob Paulson. Rob voiced Raphael in the original 1987 show, Donatello in the 2012 show, and the Foot Lieutenant in Rise of the TMNT. Another actor that worked on multiple TMNT projects is Corey Feldman. Corey grew up acting. He's a former child actor. He was in Gremlins, The Goonies, Stand By Me, and The Lost Boys, among many other roles, all before the age of 18. Corey Feldman was a teen idol, a teen sensation in the 1980s. He was super popular and successful, but some say bad management caused Corey's popularity to slide towards the end of the decade. Then, Corey Feldman was cast as the voice actor for Donatello in the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie, and he was apparently only paid $1,500 for his role in the movie. He's confirmed the $1,500 amount in interviews before, and it looks like he even confirmed it on Twitter. After Corey posted an article on Twitter that contained this $1,500 figure, a fan asked Corey how it was true, and Corey replied, "I was paid voiceover rates at scale, which is the lowest amount they can pay someone. It's okay though, they had very low budgets." Corey Feldman was paid what's referred to as scale, or a type of minimum wage in Hollywood. I'm not sure how much time or how many recording sessions it took to voice all the lines, and I'm also not sure how much the other voice actors were paid. I do know the 1990 Turtles movie was an independent production, and no one really expected it to be successful, even though it ended up being the highest grossing independent movie ever when it was released. The production was lean, there wasn't a lot of money to throw around. But Corey Feldman did a great job voicing Donatello, and the movie was an incredible smash hit. It made tons of money. Corey had some personal issues going on. He went to rehab to get sober, so he didn't voice Donatello in the 1991 sequel, The Secret of the Ooze, but he did return as Donatello for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, which came out in 1993. And he was allegedly only paid $1,500 again. He confirmed this figure on Twitter by saying, "The crappy part is when it made $350 million, we never got a bonus or a raise for the sequels. That's $3,000 total for both movies." Some people feel that Corey Feldman was lowballed and underpaid due to his stint in rehab. They say Corey was having a tough time finding work due to his bad management and the stigma of going to rehab at the time. They gave him a take it or leave it kind of deal, even though the first two movies made hundreds of millions of dollars. They ripped him off. Imagine how sleazy these Hollywood lawyers and managers and studio execs have to be to rip off a young person getting out of rehab. They ripped him off when he was a kid 10 years earlier, so what's the difference? It's sick how Hollywood takes advantage of kids. How low do you have to be to coerce a kid to sign some predatory contract where they make no money and you make tons? It's weird how kids are even allowed to be actors. It's illegal for kids to work in any other field. No child accountants or children working in mines. We all know child labor is bad, and all these child actors end up on drugs and molested. But I guess we really need kids in sitcoms. It's weird how we throw these kids' lives away for some petty entertainment. I could understand if we had to sacrifice a few kids every year to keep the world from ending, but we're throwing kids in the fire for Everybody Loves Raymond. We're ruining kids' lives for Drake and Josh and iCarly. What are we doing? Can the people that run Hollywood not take advantage of kids and young people? What is wrong with them? But Corey Feldman is a determined guy. He bounces back. Decades later, he provided the voice of Slash in the 2012 TMNT show. He was in a bunch of episodes and did a great job. Corey Feldman was the voice actor for Donatello in the first and third live-action movies and Slash in the 2012 show. Corey is a talented guy, a multi-talented guy. In addition to acting, he makes music as well. Corey Feldman is also an advocate for the rights and protection of child actors. He tries to help kids avoid some of the bad things that happen to him, financially and otherwise. Corey even made a documentary which allegedly exposes a lot of predatory and creepy business practices in Hollywood. He was talking about all the bad stuff that happens to kids years ago, and it seems like all the swindlers in Hollywood tried to kick Corey Feldman out and make him look like a bad guy for shining a light on their despicable practices and some of the despicable people behind these practices. I'll say it, Corey Feldman seems like an alright guy. Other people might use him as a punchline or goof on him, and I've goofed on him too. But honestly, I thought it was cool he got arrested right before the 1990 TMNT movie was released. He was an 18-year-old movie star and rock star. Women, fast cars, partying, drugs. That's what he should have been doing. I'm sure he had some fun and he learned a lot, and I'm sure he has a lot of regrets as well. But he seems like a good guy. Corey Feldman has a story of determination. He's had some high highs and some low lows, but he keeps moving forward. Who hasn't made some mistakes, and who hasn't been ripped off at one time or another? Corey Feldman was the voice actor for Donatello in the first and third 90s live-action movies and the voice of Slash in the 2012 TMNT show. He's had a career that's lasted decades, and I hope he's involved with more Turtles projects in the future.